Hello everyone, and welcome to Cam Look, your daily dose of the Cincinnati Art Museum. Each day, a staff member will be sharing an object from the permanent collection and posing questions for discussion. Please check back at 10 a.m. every day for a new work and a new chat. My name is Kathryn Griffith, and I'm the Kress Interpretive Fellow at the museum. Today I want to talk to you about this ancient Greek vessel called a crater. Painted around 450 BCE, it depicts a battle scene with warriors and a goddess on one side, and a second scene with a winged goddess and two men on the other. As is the case with many ancient Greek ceramic painters, the artist's name is no longer known. Instead, later scholars nicknamed him the Niobid Painter because another work attributed to him, now in the Louvre, is a crater depicting the myth of Niobe and her children. Ancient potters produced vessels in many shapes and sizes according to their intended functions. Many played a role in preparing and drinking wine, while others were used to carry and store goods. A crater like this one was likely used to mix wine and water, and it is called a volute crater for the coiled spirals, or volutes, on the handles. The Niobid painter was active in Athens. Athens was a major center of pottery production in Greece, and potters and painters produced vessels for local use as well as for export to other lands around the Mediterranean. This crater was painted using the red figure technique, which was invented around 530 BCE. The red figure technique was revolutionary for Greek vase painting because it reversed the traditional color scheme for the figures and background. The orange red that you see here is actually the natural color of the clay after it has been fired in the kiln, while the black background is painted. The paint is actually a liquid clay mixture that turns black in the kiln and gives the vessel a glossy finish that endures to this day. Previously, black figure painting was the dominant technique in Athens. The figures and details were painted, while the red clay was left unpainted as the background. With the invention of red figure painting, artists were able to paint more expressive figures and scenes. One thing I enjoy about looking at Greek pottery is the impressive amount of detail painters were able to create. On the front of this crater, we see a goddess standing between two warriors. The artist painted the individual folds and different patterns on her garments in very fine black lines. On the bodies of the warriors, he gave a more realistic sense of anatomy, in some cases using a single line to indicate the lines of a palm or an ankle bone. The battle may be a scene from the Trojan War. The many characters and events in Homer's epic gave painters a wealth of subjects to choose from. In the epic, there are a few instances of goddesses intervening in combat, and this may be one of those. In addition to the figural scenes, the artist incorporated a range of patterns. Geometric patterns mark the ground line of narrative scenes, while palmettes circle the neck of the crater and tiny leaves decorate the handles. Even though it was painted over 2,000 years ago, the black finish still shines and the patterns and figures are still vivid. Whether using CAM collections online or on your next visit to the museum, I hope you take a look at the Greek pottery in the Antiquities Gallery.